The human lady slowly regains consciousness, sitting up gradually and rubbing her face.
Where in the nine hells am I? Who are you people?
Relax, miss. It's okay. Camariniel débande beside her, making sure she's all right. You're all right now.
The lady relaxes a little, but still seems a little wary and inquisitive. Her face is covered in scars, scratches, and dirt. Dark bags rest under her eyes. Her long, mangled hair is also dirty and barely kept in a ponytail.
There we go. My traveling friends found you in a coffin about a minute or two from here. I'm Camarir. That's Bronson and Alexandra. Camarir informs her on what's happened with the portal and who did men and why we're at here.
I'm Jocelyn. I'm grateful for what you've done and for freeing me. Those cloaked men kidnapped me from my hometown and took me here. They had some sort of magic inside that coffin that induced a dreaming state, so I was sort of awake, in a way. Rather jolting to be snapped back here.
Were you not able to blast the lid off with a spell before you fell into that state?
I wasn't able. I had been paralyzed with something they injected me with. Plus the lid is lead, so magic would have no effect. An extra security measure, I suppose.
If I may ask Jocelyn, why take you? No offense intended, of course. But do you possess something that they want?
No offense taken, Bronson. The only theory I have is that I worship Sune, goddess of beauty and love. I'm a cleric at her church further north, but returned to my hometown for a visit.
Your hometown. Is it Budbrook by chance?
Budbrook? No, I'm not from there. I'm from Imniskar, a town just north of the Small Teeth Mountains.
How peculiar, a cleric from Budr has disappeared without rhyme or reason. Could this be a coincidence? These are infernal portals, so maybe offering divine clerics as victims fuels their power.
That's troubling to hear. Lady Firehair watch over that poor cleric. I don't know much about those masked individuals, but whatever game they're playing, I'm not. And they will not win.
Camaria pulls out the black diamond they found earlier. What about this? We found it in your hand.
I've never seen that thing before in my life. Beautiful, beautiful thing though. And you say you found that on my person? If I were to carry a diamond around, it wouldn't be one of little value. I've seen diamonds and that one looks cheap.
But we should get the thing identified as soon as we can. Jocelyn, once we've rested, we're all heading back to Prestorp. Can you find your way back from here?
What? I thought we were heading to that cave come morning.
Well, we should report back to the mayor first thing. He gave us this task, and we've been out here much longer than anticipated.
Well, the mayor can wait for all I care. If he wants this damn job done, then he will swallow his inauthentic pride and wait.
Alexandra, even the most patient of men have limits. Surely you don't wish to spark his ire, regardless of how you feel towards him.
That would bring me some delight. But you make a fair point, Bronson. Regardless of what we do and plan for tomorrow, we should rest and recover from today.
Camaria returned to her letter, her cooler ran over the parchment. Even though she remembers what she wrote about in the previous one, the words and their arrangements just don't seem right to her.
Were you all right, Kamara? You seem lost in thought.
Camaria looks over at Bronson, setting her glasses on her forehead. I am, in a way. Just can't find the words, so to speak, to write.
A bard not knowing what to write? I thought bards were well literate as well as loquacious.
Despite what you think, not all bards are masters of the pen and tongue, Alexandra. At least not at this stage in their careers. For some anyway. Bronson, I could use some help with this, please.
Of course, Kamara. Let's have a look then.
In private. In my tent. I don't want my writings to be in view of prying eyes. She gives Alexandra a look, making it clear to Jocelyn that she's not aiming that comment at her.
If you're sure. All right then.
Thank you, Bronson. Camaria wishes everyone else a good night before she leads Bronson into her tent, following behind and zipping the front up afterwards.
But Jocelyn looks at Alexandra with a raised eyebrow. I'm not going to ask what's going on between you and Camara. But you should rest. I'm not really in the mood to sleep. I'll keep watch just in case.
Very well. I'll sleep a little better for that.
Sure, I wouldn't offer otherwise. It's the least I can do. You all did save me, lest we forget.
Glorious. Good night then, Alexandra says dryly before slipping into her own tent.
Camaria sits cross-legged with Bronson, her glowing eyes struggling to focus on the letter. She sets the parchment on her lap, looking somewhat defeated. Alexandra is right. Bronson, I should know what to write. I'm just not as good as I appear to be.
The hardest part of something is not knowing. How you proceed with it is not unfamiliar. But your options are broad. Let's start with the essentials. What's this letter about? Who is it for? What do you want to convey through this letter? The most significant details. You don't have to answer these questions aloud, of course. Just think on them and then form a rough draft.
Allons-y aux questions à l'eau, just vaguely when speaking about them. This letter is for someone very dear to me. What I'm conveying overall is that I won't be seeing them for a while since I'm traveling with company on a job of sorts.
Very well then. DM, can I roll a check to see how well this goes?
Roll an intelligence check, please, Bronson. Camarere, please roll a dexterity check to see how well you convey the words as you write the letter.
Do either of us get advantage?
I'll allow it since you went over how you wanted to format and construct the letter in terms of the message.
18 total.
Dirty 20 total.
Together, you both form and write this letter almost perfectly. It took some time, nonetheless. And I assume Bronson doesn't look at any personal details in regards to the letter.
Yes, DM Bronson doesn't look or pry at any of the personal stuff.
Kamari finishes the final words of the letter, taking off her glasses and rolling up the parchment. Well, that took a long while, but it was more than worth it. Thank you, Bronson. Again, you're so sweet.
Why, thank you, Camarere. It was a pleasure. Seeing you happy is also worth it.
I suppose I should make it up to you somehow. She says that in a mildly teasing way, giving Bronson a sweet smile. How about another few pages from our favorite book?
The Goliath and Chambermaid. Oh yes, please.
Kamari retrieves her book, smiling, putting her glasses back on her face as she opens it. So we briefly covered, last time, that the crimes of the Goliath were numerous and so horrific that it got the attention of some of the divine gods. An incredible achievement, ironically. When the Goliath was younger, he prayed frequently and intensely, desperate to be free of all the hardships he was living in. Growing up in a rundown ruin of a town with rotting crops and diseases spreading amongst his people is not an ideal place to be born in.
I can imagine that. Your home and environment can dictate and change one's personality and perspective on many things.
Many things, yes. The Goliath did try to work hard on life. He damn well tried. All of the work he put into his village, finding his first love, having his child. Yet his village seemed to view his work as lackluster and poor. His first love left him shortly after their child was born. Their child then died less than a week after birth. Many seem to think he was cursed during his conception. Regardless, he was mourning after his baby died. Who wouldn't be? This was one of many things that nudged him towards a precipice.
Before you can say another word, Camarere, you and Bronson hear Jocelyn shouting from outside.
Alexandra, get out here! Bronson, Kamara, help! I need help out here! Now!
You all rush outside after grabbing your weapons. There's no time to put any armor on. Jocelyn has a blade pointed at a cave bear emanating a malicious aura. Its eyes are completely black and its body is covered in a reddish tint along with a few runes. It roars, an ungodly roar, rattling you all. Everyone roll initiative.
Natural 20 plus 4.
How ironic. I got a nat fucking 1. 4 total.
14 altogether.
Nice. 18, when counting all of my bonuses.
The bear got 19. Camarere, you are up.
Kamari is out of spell slots on bardic abilities. She knows her inspirational magic won't return until after she's rested. Casting vicious mockery, she proclaims, "You're so ugly even a hag will look down upon you."
The mutated bear seems completely unaffected. Your words, Kamar, are insignificant to him.
Pt.II. Kamara curses in Inferno before brandishing her rapier. She ensures that there's a good amount of distance between herself and this beast.
The monstrosity almost leaps as it barrels its way towards the closest person. Alexandra, that'll be you. With another fierce, unnatural roar, the bear attempts to pounce on you with its claws. Alexandra, it's almost a blur as it strikes, inflicting a deep gash into your waist. Alexandra.
Well, I'm fucking down. I was low on health anyway. How fantastic.
I'm afraid I need a death saving throw from you, Alexandra.
Good, 17.
Very good roll there. The mutated bear turns its attention towards Jocelyn, repeating the same attack it did on Alexandra. Jocelyn, the bear's movement is sporadic, hard to predict. It wounds you down your side, blood escaping onto the ground. It makes a strange noise, as if enjoying this.
Jocelyn shrieks in pain as the damned monster literally gets its claws into her. Fighting through the pain, she focuses on Alexandra, casting healing magic on her body, revitalizing her. I got you, Alexandra. Hold on there. Shifting to the bear, Jocelyn summons dark green energy around her fists. In Soon's name, you little beast. She strikes out at the damn thing, punching it as the energy envelopes the bear, causing necrotic damage and lacerations to its midsection. She stays put, her free hand on her own wound.
Bronson has no rages left, but he doesn't bloody care. He basically, like a spring, launches himself at the damn bear, both hands on his battle axe, reckless, all in. His blade embeds itself in the bastard side, Bronson getting a stream of blood to the face. It doesn't faze him.
Gasping and coughing up a little blood, Alexandra eventually gets to her feet, panting. Thanks, Jocelyn. Gathering her battle prowess, Alexandra does a graceful spin, flicking her wrist towards the bear once finished. A speedy bolt of flame erupts from it and at the bear, but her aim is off slightly. Cussing under her breath, she moves to take cover behind her tent. It's not ideal cover, but rather that than nothing.
Kamari clicks her fingers, casting vicious mockery again as the sounds coming from her amplify temporarily. She shouts at the bear, "Who swapped your godawful face with your mother's disgusting asshole?"
A small whimper of pain can be heard from the bear. With that, the bear lashes out with its dexterous claws at Bronson. The vicious mockery would impose disadvantage on the attack roll, but Bronson's reckless attack gives the bear advantage. I'll say it balances it out. So it attacks with neither advantage or the opposite. Bronson, you get struck in an unarmored area. The blow almost knocks you off balance. Almost. The bear follows up with another hit, but just misses.
That wound hit deeper than it looked. Bronson's face is going slightly pale.
Jocelyn immediately circles round the big bear, casting healing magic Bronson's way, healing him up the best she can. Cracking her fingers, she unleashes a torrent of intense heat at the beast. The bear uses its thick hide to take the brunt of the assault, but it still singes his fur. Staying within range of the monstrosity, Jocelyn circles back around, flanking him from behind.
With Jocelyn now flanking, Bronson feels more certain about getting a guaranteed hit on the furry bastard. After a tight but heavy swing, Bronson almost screams in delight as his blade almost penetrates down to the bear's bones. Blood is drenching him completely now, but it doesn't hinder him.
Alexandra's head emerges as she uses her last spell slot to blast her usual, a dazzling, rapid, intense bolt of multicolored elemental magic. Natural 20 to hit. A concussive blast of thunder basically slams into him, striking hard, swift, and goddamn true.
With a concise thrust of her palm, Kamarir speaks a few arcane words, conjuring glowing strands of silk that wrap around the bear temporarily.
Bear got a natural 20 on his save.
Shit, Kamarir sighs in frustration.
Despite the Ursid being flanked, he seems unfazed. He propels himself towards you, Jocelyn, jaws open, teeth bared. His bite gets you right in the arm, Jocelyn. It goddamn hurts so much. The bear savors the bloodshed, turning and going for Bronson. This monster has tasted blood. It wants more. The bear practically thrusts its claws into you, Bronson, with almost blinding speed. Your own blood is soon coating you as well.
Jocelyn can feel herself losing strength. She sees how wounded Bronson is as well. Sune, please guide my hand. With a quick motion, Jocelyn lands another successful attack with her necrotic energy, unleashing a less restrained version. She thanks her goddess under her breath.
Bronson is heavily wounded, yes, he's struggling to stay upright. Taking a deep breath, he swings his silvered blade again, and it lands right between the bear's fucking eyes.
Alexandra's head pops out again as she hurls another fire bolt the bear's way. And it misses. Again. Shite.
Kamarir goes for one more attempt at vicious mockery. She yelps, "You're not a beast," just a pathetic pile of secretion.
Successful save. Sorry, Kamarir. Growling, almost tasting victory and begging to revel in it, the bear lashes out at the nearly trounced dwarf. First attempt misses. Second one knocks you down, Bronson.
Bronson is on death saving throws now. First roll is 17. One success.
Jocelyn coats Bronson in more healing magic. Not as much as before, but it's still effective.
Bronson slowly rises, barely clutching his weapon. Time to finish this fight. This has gone on long enough. His blade connects as he executes his attack.
Bronson, how do you want to do this?
Butchers the bear's skull in two, straight down the middle. As he screams and resuscitates his anger, ripping out the bastard's brain and pulverizing that too. He finally calms himself afterwards.
Jocelyn heals everyone up a little as the storm subsides, so to speak. She then sits, healing herself as well. Thanks for your help, everyone.
Don't mention it. You fight well for a member of the cloth. This isn't your first battle, is it?
All I can say is that this wasn't anything new. Although the manner of the bear itself, it looked augmented by arcane magic.
That's an understatement. Fucking prick got some seriously heavy blows in. I'm still woozy. I'm off to bed, guys.
With that, you all retreat to your tents and patch yourselves up before resting. You all rest well and recuperate come sunrise. You all guess that it's sunrise anyway, but you're unsure since there are no entrances or exits in the immediate vicinity and nowhere for the sunlight to penetrate and come through. Regardless, you all awaken and begin preparing for the day ahead.
So where exactly are we heading to next? Back to Pressthorpe or to Crackforge Cave?
For what it's worth, we can't go either way. As long as Crackforge Cave contains something concrete in terms of evidence, proof that these hooded cult men are conspiring and involved with this infernal portal.
We can head back to Pressthorpe. The job is done. I don't want to spend another day or two traveling there for a gamble. Mayor Archibald needs to be informed about what we've seen and done.
Jocelyn keeps to herself, biting her lips as the others continue debating.
I don't want to waste any more time on this. Fine. We'll return to Pressthorpe, but I won't be addressing the mayor directly. You can do that, Bronson.
And what about you, Jocelyn? You're well to come with us, even though we'll be heading the opposite way. Your hometown is further north, correct?
Correct. I'll probably head back up north to Imnaskar. Thank you all for rescuing me. It was a pleasure to fight alongside you.
The pleasure was all ours. Maybe we'll meet again in the future. If you learn anything about those infernal portals, please write to us. We'll most likely be staying at the Ravenous Raven Tavern. Bronson also shows Jocelyn the letter from Edwin Quickly-II.
Well, I'll be sure to keep in contact. After all this, I'm definitely going to find out as much as I can.
Maybe after we're done in Pressthorpe, we'll come to you.
Once you are all out of the cave, Jocelyn departs after leaving the Black Diamond with you all. So you are all going to head back to Pressthorpe?
Pretty much. Lead the way, Bronson.
As usual, everyone, someone please roll a perception check and one person roll a survival check.
Camari will roll for perception. 13 total.
Survival for Bronson. Natural 20, with a +4 bonus.
All three of you begin your journey, Bronson gladly taking point. It takes nearly a full day to make it close to the town. It's another few hours away. It's early in the night now. If you decide to push on, you can get to the town shortly before sunrise. But you'll take a level of exhaustion.
That level of exhaustion is definitely not worth it. Plus, we've been traveling long enough for today. We will start setting up camp.
I'm thinking of maybe camping in the woods this time around. DM, can I do a survival or perception check to make sure the area is clear before we move in, so to speak?
No problem at all. Please roll either check.
Camari plays a composing tune on her flute, inspirational magic forming around her. She directs it at Bronson as she accelerates the tempo. Once Bronson receives the inspiration, she does a rapid flurry of notes before putting her instrument away.
Thank you, Camerer. Bronson scouts out the area perceiving. Wow, that's 23. Just for the hell of it, let's add the inspiration. Holy hells, 29 total.
Holy hells indeed. Bronson, this area is completely clear of enemies. The only creatures that linger and wander are deers and insects, boringly simplistic animals most of the time.
We all set up camp and get a fire going.
It's a good thing you chose to camp in the woods. You hear heavy thunder sound out before it begins to rain heavily. You all eat, drink, and return to your tents. Alexandra, do you have the Black Diamond?
I'm not sure. One of us has it, though.
Alexandra, as you lay down in your sleeping bag in your tent, a strange urge washes over you. Going to your pack, you search through it and find the gemstone, feeling it almost tremble. Unsure of why it's doing so, you still keep it close, as if the diamond itself doesn't wish to part from you.
This takes the phrase, "Diamonds are a girl's best friend," to a whole new level.
The night passes swiftly, but uneventfully. Waking up and preparing yourselves the next morning, Alexandra, you feel rejuvenated, as if you're worth $1 million gold. It's more than a feeling. You really do feel pumped and heavily energized.
Gosh. Alexandra, you look extremely refreshed. You must slept well.
I feel more than refreshed. I feel like I can take on the world, take on anything.
That's the spirit, Alexandra. Hold on to that energy tightly. Keep it close in case we get into battle later.
Oh, don't worry. I intend to.
To move everything along, within a few more hours, you're back in Pressthorpe. People still look on edge, keeping their distance from each other and rushing through to places. At the mayor's office, you're ordered to wait just outside the main door by the well-armored door guards.
Like I said, Mayor, this information is extremely valuable. I urge you to reconsider my offer. I feel I'm being generous here.
What the hells? Is that Rowan? From the forest?
Rover, I believe. What's he doing here?
Mayor Archibald and Rover continue their discussion, Rover making frequent references to an infernal portal in a cave.
With all due respect, Mayor, I lost several people to those giant spider beasts. We're all extremely lucky that I saw what I saw. That portal was tearing up the inner cave like 10 tornadoes set loose. There were other adventures there. I saw 3 bodies near the portal. Poor souls. They'd gotten ripped apart by some sort of infernal creature from the portal. I ran for my life when it spotted me.
That lying motherfucker! Hey! Asshole! Alexander shouts across to Rover.
Rover's face goes ghostly pale the second he turns and sees the 3 of you.
What the? Gods, you're all alive. You made it out and patched up those ghastly wounds. This is incredible.
Mayor Archibald motions for his guards to let you through, but they're staying close behind you as you do so. So you all live. This is remarkable.
That bastard's lying. We never died and he was never with anyone. What in the hells?
Alexandra, compose yourself. Mayor Archibald, there's clearly a misunderstanding here. There were no creatures emerging from the portal. Rather, some masked men were gathered around it. Clearly some sinister ritual.
I saw no masked men, lad, only hellish monsters and destruction. Mayor, the time is nigh. All I ask is my reward we discussed.
Rover, we never saw you in that cave at any point.
Well, of course not, lass. You were all unconscious from those grievous injuries.
You mean we saw you beforehand when you helped with the whole tree thing. Thank you again. For that, by the way.
You must be confusing me with someone else, lass. Mayor, please, I'll recite all of the details. But my reward first, as we agreed on.
You goddamn liar! Don't try and weasel your way past this!
Camarer, roll a charisma check with advantage.
Oh shit, that's only a 9.
Mayor Archibald exclaims, enough, enough. Mayor Archibald exclaims, enough, enough of this repeat bickering. Rover, seat yourself down. Bronson, come and do so too. It seems I must talk to you both. Camarer, Alexandra, you may show yourselves out. Good day. The mayor's guards motion for Kamara and Alexandra to leave.
Are you serious right now?
When am I not? Leave. Bronson will come find you when I finish conferring with him.
Come on. Alexandra, don't embarrass yourself. Let's go.
So that's it? Where's our compensation, Archibald?
That's it with you. I wish to hash out the details and get some stories straight. Rover and Bronson are all that's needed at the moment. If everything goes well, you'll receive your compensation. Until then, indulge in some patience, since you seem to use so very little of it. The guards escort you both outside, blocking the entranceway.
That fucking prick. How dare he disregard us and invalidate our explanations?
Calme-toi. Alexandra. California ne servira à rien de râler sur le long terme. Calm yourself.
Don't tell me to calm down. I have every right to be angry.
As I have every right to be angry at you for what you did with my bag. But you must put your anger to one side and focus.
Alexandra tenses before taking a deep breath, her body slowly deflating as the tension leaves it. You're right. I hate saying so, but you're correct.
Glad to hear it. Let's go get a drink, whilst we wait for Bronson. We can talk some things over as well.
Fine with me. Lead the way.